ho, ho.
Happy Vlogmas. Since we're filming every day, you guys get the good and the bad and the everything. Normally, on a day like today, I would not pick up the camera. And I really debated on not picking up the camera today and just skipping a day. I've been watching a lot of Colleen Ballinger, and she cries on her vlogs all the time. It's in some way, it's comforting because she's showing that she's like a normal person and has bad days. And I'm having a bad day. I'm having a horrible day. Maybe to some of you, it might be comforting. I'm having to redo my makeup. It is 4:22 and I literally have been crying since 8 a.m. this morning or something like that. So that's really good. As you guys know, I'm pregnant. I fell down the stairs on Thanksgiving, which was 2 weeks ago, and life has been hard since then. I try not to talk about it too much because if I talked about it every time I was feeling something or feeling bad, which it probably seems like I talk about it a lot, but I really don't compared to like the way that I feel. You guys would be hearing it all day, every day about how much pain I'm in. But I was telling my mom today that I think I feel like I'm only about 5 to 10% healed versus like the day that I fell. With just the way that I feel and how much pain I'm in, I feel like I have barely gotten better, except for walking. That's better, but sleeping sucks, sitting sucks, everything sucks to do when you broke your butt. I'm gonna try and save my eyebrows because they take me so long to do. So we're gonna try and save those. When you break your butt and you're 7 months pregnant, you can't really do much, and you have 2 other kids that need you, that rely on you, and a house that needs to be cleaned, and just all the things. With that comes help. You need help from other people. You need help from your significant other. You have to limit yourself. You can't do as much. And so today I was feeling very like I can tell that we're all getting burnt out here. Like, I'm tired of asking for help. Ben's tired of being asked for help. Like, he's taking on such a huge load because I can't bend down and pick up the girls' toys. I can't do very much, and he's taken on a huge load. And it does get exhausting to help somebody 24/7 and take on a huge load very suddenly. I feel bad for asking for help. I can tell that he's getting burnt out and I don't know what to do and all that stuff. I was expressing all of that, and sometimes when you have a conversation with your significant other, it takes a little bit to process. So it just like wasn't clicking for either one of us in that moment, and so we were just gonna move on and like visit the conversation later. Today I had plans to go to Party City and pick out stuff for Avery's birthday party because today is Wednesday and her birthday party is on Friday, and I need to go get like a helium tank. I need to get like cups and plates and all that stuff. So my mom and my sister and I and Ella were going to go to Party City, so I'm getting Ella ready. That was a whole hassle because she did not want to wear the clothes that I wanted her to wear. We finally get in the car. We drive to Dutch, where I met my mom and my sister, and I was kind of talking to my mom about how I wasn't doing too well and just feeling kind of down and just feeling burnt out, and I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of being in pain. I'm tired of not being able to do much. Like, I'm just sick and tired of it. So we had that conversation. I got Ella her chocolate milk. I got my coffee, and let me just say, this coffee was one of the best ones that I've had in a very long time, and I'm sad because I literally didn't drink it because I was so upset. It was one of the best ones that I've had in a very long time. So we head to Party City, and once we park in Party City, Ella was trying to tell me that her chocolate milk was spilling on her. It was only just like a few drops on her jacket, and her jacket is like a slicky material, so it was just wiping right off. Totally fine, not a big deal. She kept saying that it was like kind of coming out, so I reached back to grab the chocolate milk, which she got 2 minutes before this whole incident, so the thing is completely full. I grab it, and as I'm grabbing it, I'm sitting in the front seat, she's sitting across from me. I grab it, I hit the passenger seat, kind of like on the shoulder of it, and the entire cup of chocolate milk goes everywhere, all over the front of my car. It goes all in the passenger seat. It goes all in like my gear shifts, in my emergency brake, all in the front. Every hole and crevice that was in my car, it went into. Just sitting there in utter disbelief of the amount of liquid that was sitting in my front seat. I was like, wow, this is just the cherry on top today. Like, wow, love this for me. And I had the camera with me. I was so emotionally fragile that I didn't even take a picture of it. Like, my mom gets out of her car because they met me at Party City in their car. And I rolled down the window and I go, I'm gonna have to go home because look. And she looks and she's like, oh my god. I just told my mom like how I was not doing well today. And then she sees this amount of chocolate milk that is now in my front seat. And she's like, Katie, are you okay? Like, so I am holding it together because my children don't do well when I cry. And I haven't cried in front of them very much, but the times that I have, they just don't respond well to. Obviously, I'm holding it together. She's like, what do you want me to do? She grabs a towel from her car because my mom is the ultimate of moms and I'm not. I did not come prepared with like an extra towel in my car. She did. So she brings over the towel and she's kind of wiping up, just soaking up some of this chocolate milk that is now in my front seat. And Ella's in the back and she wasn't even upset about her chocolate milk being spilled. She was just upset and could tell that I was upset about the situation. I'm trying to fix these bags from crying all day. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go home. I gotta clean this up. Like, I can't just like go out and shop now for Avery's birthday party. Like, I have chocolate milk literally in every hole and crevice in my car. She's like, let me take Ella and you need to go home and like figure this out. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Immediately when Emily like unbuckles Ella out of her car seat, I lose it. I start crying. I try to drive off and it was giving me an error message. Like, my car literally would not drive because I had so much liquid in the front. I thought it had like gotten down in my gears or something, or just some signal was not letting me drive. So I call Ben and I'm sobbing. Like, he thinks I've gotten into a car accident because I'm like, my car, like, and I'm sobbing and I can't get like words out of my mouth. I'm like, I can't move because my car wouldn't move. And so Ben's like freaking out and he's like, where are you? Where are you? He thinks I'm like stuck in the middle of the road somewhere. And I FaceTime him to show him what I'm talking about because I literally am so overworked about this that and he's like, oh, okay, like, where are you? I was like, my car will drive. I finally pulled myself together enough to tell him kind of the story that I spilled chocolate milk and that now my car won't drive. Then I call my mom back over because she at this point was getting Ella back into her car. I'm like, Mom, my car won't drive. I'm sobbing my eyes out. And she's like, what are you talking about? So she goes in there and she figures out that with my emergency brake, I guess a sensor or something in there, there's chocolate milk filled in this hole. So she ultimately just figures out that it's because that sensor is, or something has to do that. So she turns off my car, she cleans up more of the chocolate milk, and my car starts driving. I drive home in utter silence. I'm sure if you guys have had these kind of days where it's just one thing after another and just the chocolate milk just set off the entire thing and made me so upset. I'm gonna finish my bronzer and then I'll continue the story. At this point, I'm just so distraught that I don't even want my coffee anymore. And like I said, it's super sad because it was one of the best ones that I've had in like weeks. I get inside and I immediately go upstairs where Ben and AV are and I just start crying again and telling the whole story, like kind of what I just told you guys of just everything, the chain of events that happened. And because I'm crying, Avery's now crying, and then I'm crying because she's crying and everyone's crying. I'm like trying to calm her down and calm myself down. And I promise you guys, this is not just over spilled chocolate milk that I had this absolute breakdown. It's about like the chocolate milk just was the cherry on top and is what like made me go over the top with my emotions. I've just been feeling so just like a bad mom and a bad wife. I can't keep up with the housework. I can't take my kids places without being in so much pain. I can't even lift Ella up on the toilet to take her to the bathroom because it just strains my lower back. And it's little things like that that have built up and have caused me to feel this way, but the chocolate milk just set me over the edge. That was pretty much it with the events, but I just couldn't help but keep crying again. We love being pregnant and having so many big emotions. Ben and I talked for like 2 hours after we put Avery to sleep because I knew I was gonna cry, so we waited to talk until she was asleep. We talked for a really long time about just how we need to be better at communicating with each other, especially through this time of everything being so complicated. So that's kind of where we are now. I'm redoing my makeup because I, as you guys saw before I took it off, completely cried everything off. Mom took Ella, like I said, so Ella's over at my mom's house, and I think I'm gonna stop by Dutch on the way there when we go over there to get her another chocolate milk because she didn't even get to drink it. That's how today is going, and that's how the whole day has gone so far. I feel like I just have good days and bad days, mostly good days, very much mostly good days, but today was just not one of those days, and I am just so done and so tired of feeling hurt. Like that's it. I'm just so tired of feeling so helpless and tired of being in pain. I'm tired of not being able to interact with my kids as much as I used to. I'm tired of not being able to clean my house. I'm tired of not being able to sleep, like all those things. And I know it probably looks like from an outsider's perspective that everything seems like it's going all right, and everything for the most part is going all right, but life is not the same right now. It is not the same from before I got hurt, and it sucks. It really sucks, but it's just, I have to remind myself, and now that I'm like a little bit more clear-headed, I have to remind myself that this is just a phase and it will get better. Even though it doesn't seem like it, it will. Whoever's going through it with me, no matter what your struggle is, if it's pregnancy, if it's family struggle, marital struggle, physical struggle, like anything, I'm right here with you. Like, I am definitely struggling and going through it, and I'm trying my best to keep in mind that it will get better. And if you're going through something like this as well, just know that it will get better, and we're gonna get through this together. Like I said, I wasn't going to talk about this on the vlog, and if we weren't filming every day, I probably definitely would have skipped today. But like I said, Colleen has really kind of shifted the way that I view this, because I love listening to her talk, and I love listening, not that I like that she's struggling or anything like that, but it's nice to know that I'm also struggling. Like, I am struggling hard, and I cry all the time, and she cries all the time on her vlogs, and it just feels so comforting. So let's all just take a deep breath together. So I'm probably gonna wake up Avery, and then we're gonna go over to my parents' house, because tonight is the night that we watch Survivor, and Ella's over there, and I'm gonna get Ella chocolate milk. I'm gonna snuggle my kid. I'm going to have a good rest of the day, because it is, yes, it's almost 5 o'clock, but it is never too late to restart your day, and I'm choosing to restart my day right now. So if you're having a bad day, choose to restart your day. Your day does not have to start in the morning. Your day can start right now, or whenever you want it to start, and I'm choosing to start at 5 p.m. and have a good rest of the day.